Okay, one of the things I like to do is improve the wildlife habitat on my property, and I've been doing that for quite a while now, and it's really paid off. I see all kinds of wildlife on the property. Having said that, another one of my passions is the American chestnut, and I've been planting the American chestnut and some of its hybrids for quite a while also. I'll show you a couple of those trees. Today I'm going to plant some of the American chestnut seedlings, and it's a cool story. I won't get into it. I know, a lot of you guys don't like those long drawn out videos, but basically the American chestnut, if you enjoy walking in the woods, your forest and woods, they really don't look like the way they should. The American chestnut was wiped out by a blight. Again, I won't get into it too much, but I love planting these. These are pure American chestnut, and I'll be digging holes. I don't know if you can make that out or not, but yeah, it's something I enjoy. And okay, guys, I'll show you a few of the trees in a few minutes. Okay, one thing when you're planting these chestnuts, they do have a pretty good taproot system. So try to remember this: if you're planting let's just say a 1 gallon tree, make it a 5 gallon hole. Now obviously this is not a 5 gallon hole, but my point being is make the hole larger than your root system's going to be. Then you're going to put that down in there to taproot, and you're going to slowly pack all this loose dirt around it, and it works out pretty good. Okay, this is one of my hybrid trees. This is mostly American, and it's done really well. It produces a lot of nuts, a lot of chestnuts in the fall, and so far it's been fighting the blight really good. Really happy with this tree. Okay, here's another one of my hybrid trees. Again, this is mostly American, and this tree is probably a good 35 years old. I planted a long time ago, and it's still surviving. You can see how it's been fighting the blight, and it still produces a lot of nuts. So it's a real good tree. You can see the cankers where that's cankered over and it's fought. It keeps fighting and fighting and fighting. Okay, this tree is the most advanced tree that came from the American Chestnut Foundation. This is the 15th, 16th tree that we had real big hopes for. Didn't really pan out exactly the way we wanted, but it's going to be good for breeding purposes. And some of the trees are doing real well. This tree's not doing too bad. You can see that canker right there. And if you're growing chestnuts, you almost really want to see a canker and watch the tree fight it. And that's what this tree is doing. So this is a special tree. Okay, it's a real special tree for me. My brother planted this. This is an American chestnut tree. You can see it's real good size. When we planted this was an open field. That's about probably 30 years ago. So it started to branch out a little bit. Since then, as you can see, with all the habitat work I've done, it's no longer an open field. So now the tree's adjusting to that. You might be able to see some of the burrs on the ground, so it's producing nuts. There's a tree right alongside it that was also an American tree. That didn't make it. Lived for a long time. That didn't make it. So again, this is a special tree for me. Okay, this is a Dunstan chestnut. A lot of hype the last few years about the Dunstan chestnut. It's not a bad tree. It's just not. There's another one over there. They're just not replacements for the American chestnut. It's mostly a Chinese chestnut. Not a bad tree, but you've got to plant it out in the open a little bit. Okay, nothing better Whether you're working on habitat, hunting, fishing, and you come back to your cabin and you got a good breakfast sandwich to eat. Nothing better than that, guys. Okay, I just got done planting those American chestnut, and I figured I'd give you an update on the pond. To tell you the truth, I'm kind of disappointed. I had this test hole dug in the fall, and I thought it would be pretty much filled up, and it's not. It gets to that one level and it just starts to seep out. So I guess I got to see what my options are and take it from there. Yeah, a little disappointed, but let's see what happens. Okay, thanks everybody for watching. I'll keep you updated.